What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Mark here. Let's get it going. Let's talk some Major League Baseball. And yes, it is an interesting day because we have a full slate of college football and then the NFL fresh off a win in Brazil, backing the Philadelphia Eagles. Great game that we saw Thursday and Friday. And then we will lead this up until tomorrow where we have NFL Week 1, a full slate of action there. Very excited about the weekend, and yes, I will be blunt with you guys. I'm back in football mode, but we still keep it turning on the baseball channel. Okay, on the baseball side of things, we had a really great day yesterday. I believe it was 4-0, and we did have a rain out, and we're going to continue that bet into today, as well as a push within that Houston under with the 8. But we did smash within the San Diego, taking the likes of King within the decision, as well as the strikeouts over his prop. Great game by San Diego for Michael King, as well as what we had going on within some of the other bets that we cashed in on. So the Mets walk-off homer in extras. That's always great when you see a home team. That doesn't happen too often. It's a ball buster, to be blunt, for the people that have the run line as the road dog in Major League Baseball, but it happens, okay? But we're going to get into 3 picks. I'm not going to break down the whole card. I just spent probably an hour recording for college football and then some. A lot of research that we did. It's a early morning. Got the smoker running, so we are back up in action. We are running full bore, and I can't wait to share with you guys these 3 picks. So before we get down into it, please, if you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, and as always, feel free to pop on over to the Discord. Totally free. My Twitter, all that good stuff. All those are our social platforms so that I can give you guys real-time information as quickly as possible. And those are, like I said, totally free platforms. So make sure you guys are all taking advantage of that. Links down below. We are going to use Outlier into these picks. And this is something where this is a betting tool that I use on every one of my picks. And then, quite frankly, it's completely this and oddsjam. Since I've started doing this and I've got hooked up with these 2 platforms, it's really made my life a lot easier. There's no more scrolling, logging into apps. It's straight to the point. My fantasy information as well really puts me in the best possible position to make a bet, and it does make you more money. So the subscription kind of does take care of itself because I'm not paying. I'm not getting the worst of the number, losing 30 cents on the dollar, especially if you're going to take something on a flyer. Why settle for taking plus 200 when the plus 240 is out there and you have all access to all those books anyways? So sign up with Outlier. Links down below in the description for a 7-day free trial. Okay, and this is where we're going to talk about the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Plain and simple, guys. We have Aaron Nola on the bump going against Darren McCann. That's where he has an 8+ ERA. Nola's been pitching pretty well as of late. And I hate to say this, but the Phillies, the Hobos, whatever you want to call them, shout out to the Discord for that nickname, but they are back. And I look at this matchup. Yes, you can get behind the 8.5, probably the better number here. If you want to back the 8 with a little bit of juice, getting over 8 for the Phillies game, I like that. That is a strong lean. But I do see the Phillies, what they were able to do. I think they won like 14-1 at one point. They were up on the Marlins. I like the Phillies in this spot. It's something where we can find them on the run line, -1.5. That's where the value is. -130. I'm not getting off that train. I think we're going to ride the Phillies. And this is kind of how I bet baseball, right? If you guys are watching this video for the first time and you end up losing this bet, if you're going to tail me or choose to tail me, then that's going to be kind of your bad taste in your mouth. But I've been backing the Phillies and kind of picking up on this streak since the ball started turning around. Schwarber's on fire. We got Trey Turner back in the lineup. Harper's been playing phenomenal, and Alec Baum, obviously one of his best seasons as a pro. So I really like that lineup there in Philadelphia. They're playing in Miami territory, so I know it's a dome, but you still get the kind of the air the way it is, and I think that's where the Phillies winning 11 out of their last 13 games by margin, a lot of times by margin. You're going to see a lot of the money. This is one of the lopsided betting affairs of the day. I think Aaron Nola delivers. So I have a lean on the over 8 as well as the Phillies -1.5 will be a best bet. Okay, next game is right below it that we're going to talk about. We have the first game of the doubleheader, and actually that is the second game, so my apologies. Okay, but this is where we look into what's going on with the first game of the Washington-Pittsburgh. We're going to play 2, and just going to be honest with you guys, it's going to be, I think, sticky conditions today. Calling for rain in a lot of places out there on the East Coast, the Midwest. So I do see some wet football fields. I'm on a lot of overs in those games, so we'll see what happens with that. But the Pirates, Nationals, we're going to take the no-run first inning, just like we were going to take yesterday. So I think this is something where, we're going to have some antsy hitters. We're going to have some bad conditions. Let's just get out of that first inning. This is two teams that I favor within a nrfi a lot, right? Statistically, they proved to be true. Pittsburgh at home, as well as Washington as a no-run first inning candidate. DJ Hers has been pitching very well as of recent, and that number 2-7 in terms of his win-loss record, I don't think tells the whole story. I think the best way to approach this game is within terms of the no-run first inning. Let's get them out there and get the job done. Cash that ticket early, okay? And that will be the first game of the day, so make sure you all look at that 1:35 first pitch, okay? And you guys know how I do doubleheaders, so as always, this is a great candidate too. If Pittsburgh sneaks away with this first win of the twin bill, I probably will come back on the Nationals in that second leg of the doubleheader. Just statistically, that's kind of how I do it. All right. And then the third bet I'm going to have, this one we're going to go down the odds board. We're going to go down into the later game out there within a 8:40 first pitch. It's going to be San Francisco and the San Diego Padres. Okay. Now, we have a great pitching matchup. Probably the best one of the day on the board. This is where you have Logan Webb and Dylan Cease. Logan Webb's been showing some signs of regression. Now 11-9 on the season. We backed him over his player outs for a while, so maybe the cream rises to the top and we lose this bet. But this is something where I do see some value in this because when everybody else is zigging, let's zag, okay? And this is where you see just by on paper, the handicap for this total will be low. It's going to be low. I'm actually shocked it wasn't 6.5. Ever since Dylan Cease threw that no-hitter, his number has been inflated. He hasn't had really the best outings, whether you call it a curse or not. But the Padres bats have been on fire. This will be a kind of a divisional game in the NL West. And if you look at kind of Logan Webb in the month of August, it's been a tale of two tails, right? His opponent batting average is still down. The whip is still sitting there at a good number, 1.2 roughly on average. That's a great number to have. The lower the better. But within this, I do look for his signs of regression from his last start against Milwaukee. 4 earned runs over 5 innings. The start before that was against the White Sox, so we're going to discredit that. He did only give up 4 hits and no earned runs against the Braves. So maybe we are wrong in this, but I just see some value right now with the Padres bats at home. Call it what you want. I think that the Padres get this done offensively. I do like the Padres, seeing them at a minus 150 money line because that favors and backs me up. But also, we do have the potential for the Giants to get out to a hot start against Dylan Cease, conversely. And Cease, like I said, since he's thrown that no-hitter, he's been kind of off his game a little bit. So I'm going to take the over 7, all right? And we're going to take the over 7 at a minus 105 price. I like that. I think that's some value, basically even money. Worst case scenario, we get a 4-3 split. But I do see runs in this game, and I think that's something where we're going to go against the grain on this one and take the over 7 on this West Coast matchup. So those are my 3 best bets. Like I said, I didn't really get into all the other games. I am only going to be playing these 3 games. A couple other things I like. The Dodgers on a bounce back. You can look into that against the Guardians. Minus 154 at home. That's kind of cheap. It's cheaper than you would think. So that's something that I would attack as well. Possibly the Dodgers on the money line. It's a little chalky, but after basically losing 3-1 to Cleveland, only scoring 1 run, Cleveland rolls out a pitcher where, quite frankly, I think that the Dodgers are going to be able to get to him pretty easily. So the Dodgers minus 154. It's a lot of juice delay, but I do see a great opportunity here with the Dodgers here in the spot out there on the West Coast. So that game almost made my card. Still might. We'll see how the college betting breaks out. But Gavin Williams going against a pitcher to be determined for the Dodgers. That's why I haven't truthfully bet it, because I don't like betting games without knowing who's going for the other team. All right, so that's kind of where I'm at with those games. Also, another one that I do like the Brewers today. I like the Brewers a lot, but the Brewers minus 260, you can't really lay them. So maybe on the run line, if you want to back them, minus 120, that would be an angle that I would shoot. But I'm just going to stick with those 3 plays. Maybe dabble onto the Dodgers game late night if we do get some indication. Also, Seattle on the money line. That's another game that I do have a lean on as well. in today's slate. So that'll wrap it up. Those are my best bets. If you do want to do me a favor, make sure you guys all subscribe to the channel. Never miss a beat when we drop plays here on the channel. When I do my breakdowns, college football, NFL right now, and the rest of the baseball season. And if you want to become a channel member, become a TBM member today. Links down below in the description. I don't charge for picks, but it's a great way to get back to the channel. If you guys want to get involved in that regard, there is a link down below in the description. Appreciate you guys. Good luck. Let's keep this ball rolling. Let's cash some tickets, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow in the next video. Cheers.